Rukh Khan and Aamir Khan, the experience of working with them in one world?
The first Hindi movie which I was supposed to compose was with Shah Rukh, called Shikhar, but it didn't take off. With Aamir, of course, Rangeela was life-changing. Our work is almost like a treasure for me because so I'm just representing we have a collective people putting their hearts out.
Old school instruments or modern digital tools, which do you prefer using?
Interesting.
Guru or Yuva, which Mani Ratnam film and better music according to you?
Better music?
According to you.
Hey, this is Rahman. You're watching Connect Cine with Faridoon. Stay connected.
So rapid fire with A.R. Rahman. So your favorite Mani Ratnam movie soundtrack that you've done?
Roja, because that defined me, and whenever I have a block and I feel like I'm done, I always remember Roja, because Roja never existed before in me. It came because of Mani Ratnam, the script, the inspiration, and the willingness to explore. So whenever I have a block, whenever I feel like negative, people make me feel negative or something, I go back and say, that came with nothing, so things can come now.
Okay. If you can define, like, say, Shah Rukh Khan and Aamir Khan, the experience of working with them in one word, you had some of the biggest works, like Swades, and obviously they'll say Shah Rukh Sir, Rangeela and Rang De Basanti with Aamir and more, Lagan, of course, whatsoever. So if you can describe the experience of working with Shah Rukh and Aamir in one word.
I think the first Hindi movie which I was supposed to compose was with Shah Rukh, called Shikhar, but it didn't take off. Yeah. So Ishq Bina was actually composed for Mr. Guy, who casted Shah Rukh for Shikhar.
Okay.
So there was a connection between Shah Rukh and then, of course, what happened to Dil Se, which became one of the biggest blockbusters for me, even now when people regard that as one of the biggest soundtracks I've done. Then Swades. Swades is one of the movie which even now resonates, where people have come back seeing that movie to India to start businesses from the US.
Absolutely. And
so I love working on life-changing movies. With Aamir, of course, Rangeela was life-changing.
Right.
And then Lagan, because his first production was Lagan. I'm working with him on Lahore, which is producing.
Right. A song from Slumdog Millionaire that is very close to your heart.
Song from Slumdog. Latika's thing.
Okay, and once again, Rajinikanth sir and Kamal Haasan sir, you've worked with both of them. Say if you can define the experience of working with them in a word or a sentence,
I think both of them, they're like hydrogen oxygen, let's say, because you need both of them in the industry for the job. So he has a lot of wisdom and spiritual knowledge, and is inclining towards. I'm a big fan of what Mr. Rajinikanth does, and the nuggets which he brings from the past and puts it as words in his movies. With Kamalji, that he's tried everything. He's an encyclopedia and almost like a university by himself.
Absolutely.
And so it's good to have somebody like that where we can look up to. So.
Right, absolutely. A musical genre you haven't explored yet but want to?
I think classical music, Hindustani, Carnatic is such an ocean. The way it was explored before is different, but I feel like there could be a more depth and more, not the conventional way of how they used it. Maybe I was trying to see how else can we use it in mainstream cinema.
Amazing. A song you wish you had received more recognition? Any song?
Song. You got anything in mind?
I love I mentioned that to you earlier. Takshak, I think, was an outstanding.
Takshak, okay.
Yeah, I loved it. I mentioned in the last one. But anything that you...
I don't know. I just keep doing, because I know that even if people don't listen to now, after 10 years they'll discover it. Our work is almost like a treasure for me, because I'm just representing we have a collective people putting their hearts out, nights and days working, mixing, playing it, arranging it.
Right.
And so when it comes, people involved in photography, and actors, so it'll get its due someday. So I'm never worried about if it doesn't get to you usually sometimes.
Amazing. So either or, two options if you have to choose one.
No,
Roja or Bombay with soundtrack is more closer to your heart?
Roja.
Roja, of course. Okay. Slumdog Millionaire 127 hours. Which Hollywood project was more fulfilling for you?
Slumdog.
Slumdog, yeah. Rangeela or Dil Se with soundtrack?
They'll say
Dil Se. Okay, okay. Recording in India or recording in Hollywood? Which environment inspires you more?
India.
Okay. Taal or Lagan, which film's music challenged you more?
Challenging means knowledge.
What a soundtrack. Recently, I think you guys
Yeah.
celebrated winning an Academy Award or winning a Grammy, which was a bigger moment for you.
Academy.
Academy, okay. If you have to choose between Ariana Grande and Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish, okay. Old school instruments or modern digital tools, which do you prefer using more?
Interesting. Now the modern instruments can be as strict as the older, but definitely the old school instruments have a charm.
Okay. Slow ballads or upbeat dance tracks, which do you prefer composing? Personal favorite.
I can say both, right?
Of course.
Both.
Both, okay.
Actually, even the previous answers, both ancient instruments and the new instruments.
Amazing. Guru or Yuva, which money from film and better music according to you?
Better music?
According to you.
Better, worse, I don't know, but Guru's had more melodies, so
Yeah.
I had fun.
Traditional Indian sounds or Western orchestration, which do you lean towards more?
Traditional Indian sounds with Western orchestration, both.
Amazing. Scoring for an action-packed film or a romantic drama, which gets your creative juices flowing?
Actually, saying both. Actually,
Right.
yeah, I love both.
Okay. Jai Ho or Maa Tujhe Salam, which anthem holds a deeper place in your heart?
Mata Isa.
Maa Tujhe Salam, of course. What a song. All right.